we were served a motion last night, a motion to compel discovery as well as a motion to continue trial. I haven't had an opportunity to really read it in detail, so we'll be filing our response on the September 9th and September 7th date that the judge gave us with regard to those two motions. And then, of course, we have to file our updated list of discovery items that were supposed to be tested or won't be tested or have been tested.
What's the status of your medical expert?
I'm trying to procure him, my psychologist or psychiatrist, so I'm hoping to have that person procured soon.
Is there a reason why you don't want to test Officer Piolo's clothing?
Well, I think one of the issues, defense had asked us for, to test it for blood. It's kind of self-evident. The man was shot and bleeding in his clothes.
But as far as like gunshot wound or gunshot residue and all that,
there has been testing done with regard to that, and it has been provided to defense, and they have that. So that will actually all be in the listing. You've seen the listing, so you'll get the updated listing. So I don't want to work off of my memory because there's so many items, but we will have an updated listing on all of that. And so the reports and anything that's relevant to what the prosecution intends to attempt to introduce at trial, we will, as the court says, that should be tested or may be tested.
When you say you're trying to procure a medical expert, does that mean you've identified someone already?
Oh yeah. We've been going through trying to contact different people about their backgrounds, and so I think it's either a psychiatrist or psychologist. I believe we've identified a psychologist.
Are they from Guam or?
No, off island. Off island. Yeah, there's unable to get anybody on the island right now.
Can you remind us why that's necessary?
Well, I believe that they submitted, if you know, it's all public information. They submitted a report from their psychiatrist or an expert report, and so I would like to consider having our expert maybe review that same report, and I'll consult with him for purposes of the trial, and or also have that expert examine the defendant if the court permits me.
There was at one point you mentioned something about the defense wanting to, I guess, possibly with the Piolo's character, his reputation, that they wanted to look into that. What was that in reference to?
Again, that was just a vague reference to what I was able to see very quickly. You'll see our response in more detail, or from Mr. Rivera, because he's GPD legal. I do not have control over the internal affairs records of the police officers. However, I may file a response with regard to the attempt to discover the victim, Officer Piolo's internal affairs records.
Okay, so this has to do with his internal affairs.
Yes. My quick scan on my phone, because my phone received the email with the attachment, and best I could tell is that they were looking for the internal affairs of at least two officers.
Edwards and Piolo.
Officer Edwards and Officer Piolo.
Who is Mr. Rivera?
He is the GPD legal counsel, legal advisor. Works for the AG's office. David Rivera.
David Rivera. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.